The theme for today, the theme for this week, give up, giving up. Throughout this lockdown phase, throughout this pandemic, I've seen so many people just talk about giving up and, oh, this is not happening because of this is not happening because of this. And we give up easily. That's the problem. A lot of the times, if something clashes with our value system, that's a totally different thing. But sometimes we want to achieve something, we go for something, it doesn't work out and we give up. Why do we give up? How can we start giving up, giving up? Yes, that's a confusing word, but give up, giving up. That's the theme for today. How can we do that? Why do we give up? Let's understand this. So I think one of the biggest reasons, one of the prime biggest reasons we give up is because we have a set expectation of something. We have a set expectation of something before we begin. And when we start, reality is different than what we imagined. So in reality, what we had expected doesn't turn out. So instead of maneuvering, instead of changing the way and making it happen, we give up. We give up not because we don't have a lot of times fuel in our belly, but we often give up because the expectations don't match reality. The root cause oftentimes for giving up is having a high set expectation and not being adaptable with our expectations. And it's not that we don't have a lot of fuel in our belly. So a big misconception is you give up because you don't have a lot of fuel in your belly, etc., etc. Yes, that's a part to it. But oftentimes I see people giving up because of a huge expectation that they have already set before going forward, and that expectation is already a burden or a pressure on them, and then they fizzle out. Here's an example. Let's say we are an architect. Let's say you are an architect. Follow with me. And you are supposed to construct a building. So you make a beautiful blueprint. That is the expectation that you want to have. So you make a beautiful blueprint on the paper and you said, okay, this is the kind of building I'm going to create. And so you start executing. And building a building is not a huge task. So you dig, there's a lot of labor, everybody's working, progressing, and you build the building up to the second floor. And then all of a sudden your engineer comes and says, sir, actually the plan that we have decided, ma'am, actually the plan that we decided, it's not going to work according to the blueprint. There are some changes that we need to make. It did not work out perfectly. So what do you do then? Do you adapt and try to complete the building, or do you just give up and say, okay, well, 2 stories done, never mind, we'll abandon the project? What do you do? In most cases, what do? You try to adapt and change your blueprint so that you can finish the building up, right? But why do we do that in life? We have an expectation, we have a blueprint, that's fine, you have a plan. But if stuff does not work according to your expectation or plan, why do you then, after going to the 2 stories, just give up? That's the key, my friend, exactly. Not putting so much pressure on yourself because of a huge expectation before you begin something. That happens in relationships, that happens in work, that happens everywhere. So, let's start giving up, giving up. And how do we give up, giving up? We give up, giving up by not putting so much pressure of an expectation before we begin on ourselves and being adaptable to how reality guides us.
Hey, hi, hey. Good morning.
Good morning, Maitreyi. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I am super good. I am happy that you joined us live, and thanks for doing this on a beautiful Monday morning.
Thank you
by
for
the way,
having
Maitreyi,
me. Yeah.
Of course, I'm very happy that you're here. What do you think about give up, giving up? Let's start off with that. How does it resonate with you when you sing? When you started off, tell us a little bit about what you think about the theme, give up, giving up.
Okay, so right from childhood, what my mom has taught me is never stop trying. Even if you fail, just keep on working hard towards it with a positive mindset. And that's what helped me even while I was I'm an engineer by profession. So okay. when I was doing engineering, that time I wasn't able to take classes for music. I haven't taken any training, but I was going to. I thought after going into the college, I'll be able to, join classes and give time to music also, but I wasn't able to do that because our schedule was very tight. But I joined our art circle, where my seniors taught me a lot of things, like a lot of basics and stuff. So I never gave up on singing because of that. Like, yeah, so
That's amazing.
it
So you
helped
never got
me.
professional training, but you found out a way. You figured
Yes.
out a way. You had a
Yeah.
certain blueprint that you will learn music once you go to college, but that didn't work out. But you didn't give up and you continued and you learned music now. And you have a page on Instagram where you put up beautiful videos and
Yes,
songs.
and thankful for the lockdown because it has given us a lot of time to, brush up our skills and show it to the audience
That's
on
amazing.
Instagram.
So, Maitreyi, I know you have two songs for us planned up today on the theme Give Up, Giving Up.
Yes.
And which is the first song that you're gonna perform for
First
us?
song is Ekla Chalo Re. It's a famous song by Rabindranath Tagore, and I think everyone knows it almost.
Correct.
And yeah, so I'll start with it. And the second one is Ruk
So,
Jana Nahi.
okay.
Yeah.
Superb. So the first song is Ekla Chalo Re. It's one of my favorites. It's by a poet in India, a very famous poet, Rabindranath Tagore, and the song is about walking alone. If you give a shout out and nobody comes to you, you walk alone. You don't give up. So Maitri, let's begin.
Yeah. Okay. যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে তবে একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো একলা চলো রে যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে হে যদি কেউ কথা না কয় ওরে ওরে ও ভাগা কেউ কথা না কয় যদি সবাই থাকে মুখ ফেরায় সবাই করে ভয় তবে পুরাণ খুলে তুই মুখ ফুটে আন মনের কথা একলা বলো রে যদি তোর ডাক শুনে কেউ না আসে তবে একলা চলো রে Yeah.
Wow, Maitri, it actually is unbelievable. It sounds like you're a trained singer, you know,
Thank
but
you.
it's pretty crazy that you say that you've never trained and you just picked it up. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Thank you. All thanks to my
And
parents and my family because they
yeah,
encourage me a lot, and even my friends, they encourage a lot. So I keep on working towards it.
that's amazing. And this is a song in Bengali, which is not your mother tongue, right?
Yeah.
But it's a
No.
song that resonates with you, so you picked it up.
Yes.
Wow, wow, amazing. And we have another song. Tell us a little bit about the second song.
Ruk jana nahi. Those lyrics are beautiful. Like, Ruk jana nahi, tu kahi haar ke is, you should never stop thinking about failures. You should just keep on going forward with what your heart says. That's what the song is all about. Just
That's
people
awesome.
will
So
try
this
to
is another
pull you,
Bollywood song.
but still you should not stop. You should, go ahead.
Never
with
give
it.
up.
Never give up.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Let's go for it.
Yeah. रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए बाहर के रुक जाना नहीं तू कहीं हार के कांटों पे चल के मिलेंगे साए बाहर के ओ राही ओ राही ओ राही ओ राही साथी न कारवा है ये कैसा इम्तिहा है साथी न कारवा है ये कैसा इम्तिहा है यूं ही चला चल दिल के सहारे करती है मंजिल मुझको इशारे, देख कोई कोई रोक नहीं ले तुझको पुकार के, ओ राही ओ राही ओ राही ओ राही. Thank you.
Wow. There's so many comments out there. People love your voice.
Thank you
really,
so much, everyone.
it's really a treat to hear it right in the Monday morning, and such encouraging songs. So
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that with us, Maitreyi, today.
Thank you so
this
much.
Monday morning.
You're
Anything
doing
else
a
that you want to
great
say
job,
finally?
Naren. You're doing a great job. It's so good to motivate others. Yeah, it boosts up.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate the good, kind comments. Thanks so much again for sharing your voice with us today, Monday morning.
Thank you. Thank
And
you for having me.
yeah, I hope the songs that you sung and the message today encourages everybody to give up giving up.
Okay.
Bye, Maitreyi. Have a good week.
Bye. You
Bye-bye.
too. Bye.
Bye.
Folks, don't pressure yourselves with too high of an expectation. That expectation is what makes us give up a lot of the times. We already have the fuel that's needed to go forward. It's just that sometimes, we give up because of the huge pressure and expectation we've built up. So let's remove the imaginary concrete blocks of expectations from above our head and give up giving up. Cheers. More power to you guys. I will see you next week, same time, same location, right here live. Bye-bye.